I'm Megan and I go by Solar Glow Meditations. Tonight we're going to have a Dowsing Rod session where I will be asking questions that you guys have submitted. So if you guys have questions that you want me to ask in these sessions, if you could submit them to the link in the description box, I'll put it down below. It helps keep me organized because my backlog of questions keeps growing, which is fantastic. You guys are so curious and I appreciate that. So yeah. A few other things. The future is not set in stone. Anything I ask about the future can change. It's just the most likely outcome at this point in time based on the way things are going, the way people are acting, general sentiment in the ether. So take those things with a grain of salt. Know that you can change the future if you want to, just by changing your actions, your thoughts, and go from there. Also, I am not a medical professional. Please do not take this as medical advice. Please talk to your doctor before making any decisions medically. And in this case, it's for entertainment purposes only. Other things, I don't necessarily believe everything that comes through the rods. This is very much for your own discernment. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and go from there. So yeah, I think that covers it. Oh, if you guys want to, I do release these videos early for subscribers. So if you want to join my channel, there's a link in the YouTube website. You might have to join from a desktop computer. I know some folks have had issues with that. So yeah, with that, let's go ahead and get into it and figure out who we're talking to. If you're with me and willing to answer questions, could you cross the rods for yes? Thank you. Could you open wide for no? Thank you. Could you point to the direction of your energy? Thank you. Is this an ascended master? No, thank you. Is this an archangel? No, thank you. Is this Mary Magdalene? Yes, thank you. Thank you for being here, Mary. Alrighty, let's get into the questions. Was Mary Magdalene known as a different name? No, thank you. Is the Gospel of Mary Magdalene true? Yes, thank you. Is all of it accurate? No, thank you. Excuse me. Seasonal allergies are plaguing me today, so please forgive me for the coffee. Does the Vatican have the full poem of Mary Magdalene? Yes, thank you. Did Jesus provide Mary Magdalene with secret teachings? Yes, thank you. Did Jesus marry Mary Magdalene? Yes, thank you. Excuse me. Is Mary Magdalene incarnated in a physical body on earth right now? No, thank you. Did Jesus and Mary Magdalene have a child together? Yes, thank you. Did you guys have multiple children? No, thank you. Is the Holy Grail the child of Jesus and Mary Magdalene? Yes, thank you. Is it the only Holy Grail? No, thank you. Are you Mary Magdalene, the Holy Grail also? Yes, thank you. Are there still others? Yes, thank you. Are Jesus and Mary Magdalene an alchemical pair? No, thank you. Mary Magdalene, are you a goddess now? Yes, thank you. Is Mary Magdalene from the Isis priestess lineage? Yes, thank you. Is the blue ray descending from the cosmos through the crown of Mother Mary's energy, and the red from the root chakra, Mary Magdalene, supposed to meet in the heart chakra? Yes, thank you. Was that you showing us how to center our energy long ago? Yes, thank you. Is Marissa Morris a real channel of the Virgin Mary, Mary Magdalene, Jesus, and his 12 disciples? Yes, thank you. Did Mary Magdalene have a part in the Bible? She's saying in the writing of the Bible. No, thank you. How about did you have a part as in you were a character in the Bible? Yes, thank you. Are the Gnostic teachings of Mary Magdalene and her life accurate? No answer. Is that like a not exactly? Yes, thank you. Were you Yeshua's soulmate? No, thank you. Were you Jesus's soulmate? No, thank you. Did Mary Magdalene travel south to France? Yes, thank you. Did Mary Magdalene travel to Britain with Joseph of Arimathea? Yes, thank you. Was Mary Magdalene an apostle? No, thank you. Mary Magdalene, were you the apostle of apostles? Yes, thank you. Are Lilith, Mary Magdalene, and Babylon the Great the same entities? No, thank you. Are Jesus and Mary the same souls as Adam and Eve reincarnated? No, thank you. Is that really Mary sitting next to Jesus in the Last Supper painting? Yes, thank you. Did Yeshua practice sex magic of Isis with Mary Magdalene? No, thank you. Is the channeling in the Mary Magdalene manuscript 100% true? No, thank you. Was Constantine the greatest grandson of Mary Magdalene and John? Yes, thank you. When Mary tells the apostles about the resurrection and seeing with the eye of the heart, is what she's describing what we would call mediumship? Yes, thank you. Was Jesus and Mary Magdalene, were they twin flames? No, thank you. Okay, for this part, we're switching over to Virgin Mary. Is Mary the mother of Jesus reincarnated on earth now? No, thank you. Let's just confirm, do we still have Mary Magdalene with us? Yes, thank you. Was Virgin Mary impregnated by God? No, thank you. Was the Virgin Mary intersex? No, thank you. Did the Virgin Mary really appear to Juan Diego in Mexico? Yes, thank you. Did the Virgin Mary really appear to Saint Bernadette and tell her, I can't promise you happiness in this world, but in the next? Yes, thank you. Was Mary a virgin when she conceived Jesus? Yes, thank you. Was she a virgin because of the definition of virgin at the time? Yes, thank you. Had she in fact had sex in order to get pregnant? Yes, thank you. I think further down on the list, I'll find it later, was the Virgin Mary Was the conceiving of Jesus done immaculately? No, thank you. Did Virgin Mother Mary really ask us to recite the rosary every day and as often as possible? No, thank you. Do donkeys have the cross on their backs because it carried Mary to Bethlehem? Yes, thank you. Oh, I love that. Was Jesus conceived through light connection in Mother Mary? No, thank you. Is Romania the so-called swing of Virgin Mary a sacred land? Yes, thank you. Can wearing a Holy Mary pendant protect you and bring peace and happiness? Yes, thank you. Is the Vatican hiding the truth about the later fate and life of the Virgin Mary? Yes, thank you. Does it make God mad if I say the Hail Mary prayer? No, thank you. Did Mother Mary live in France also? Yes, thank you. Is Mother Mary and Goddess Lakshmi the same? No, thank you. Does Mary, the mother of Jesus, grant miracles? Yes, thank you. Are the royal families of Europe more related to Jesus than other people? No, thank you. Was Mary their direct ancestor? No, thank you. Is the angel Raphael guarding Mother Mary? Yes, thank you. Does she need guarding? No, thank you. Does she guard him too? Yes, thank you. Excuse me. Was the Virgin Mary's pregnancy... Oh, we covered that one. Does the Virgin Mary truly appear in Medjugorje? No, thank you. And that's not just because I butchered the name. Yes, thank you. Is the life story of Mother Mary of Jesus as told by the Catholic Church correct? No, thank you. Does the Blessed Mother Mary have her own gospel? Yes, thank you. Did the church hide or destroy this? Yes, thank you. Did the Virgin Mary appear to Saint Bernadette? Yes, thank you. Are the apparitions of the Virgin Mary, such as Fatima or Guadalupe, and her miracles the active form of the Holy Spirit on earth to help and warn humanity? Yes, thank you. Is Mother Mary the same divine feminine that appears throughout history and is known as the lady from Chris Bledsoe's book? Yes, thank you. Does that make her the divine feminine side of God? Yes, thank you. Is Jesus the literal Son of God and the Father and Mother Mary? No, thank you. Can some people have an imprint of Jesus Christ or the Virgin Mary on their soul without knowing it? Yes, thank you. Did Mary see or think that Gabriel was a man? No, thank you. Was Joseph scared when Mary became pregnant with Jesus? No, thank you. Did Joseph trust God's plan? Yes, thank you. Was virgin mistranslated from young woman to describe Mary? No, thank you. Was it mistranslated as something else? No, thank you. Did it have more to do with the ceremony of becoming a virgin again? Yes, thank you. Oh, Did the three wise men come to ask Mary to send Jesus to train them between the ages of 12 and 30 or so? Yes, thank you. Was Joseph part of Mary's life before Jesus's birth? No, thank you. Was he there after? Yes, thank you. Did Jesus's mother Mary have a favorite Christmas carol? No, thank you. Does she have one now? No, thank you. Did Mary give birth in a stable? Yes, thank you. Okay, the rest of these questions are about miscellaneous Marys. Is God pleased with the new Mary movie on Netflix? She's saying that God doesn't care. Not that he doesn't care, just God is. Yes, and therefore there is no judgment. Yes, thank you. Was Mary Baker Edie a fraud? No, thank you. Was she perhaps misguided in some of her teachings? Yes, thank you. Is Mary Queen of Scots currently reincarnated and living on Earth? No, thank you. Did Mary Boleyn and King Henry VIII have a child together? Yes, thank you. Was Henry Carey the child? Yes, thank you. Was Henry VIII the father of Mary Boleyn's first two children? No, thank you. Is Catholic Mary Athena the goddess of was and wisdom in Greek mythology? Yes, thank you. Is Catholic Mary a beautiful goddess that doesn't have any bones? Yes and no, thank you. Is she a beautiful goddess? Yes, thank you. Does she have bones? No answer. Does she have a shape? Yes, thank you. There's a lot of like consternation and like kind of frustration at this. Like, she has a shape. That's very important. Yes, thank you. Did the crew of the ship Mary Celeste die at sea? Yes, thank you. I'm so sorry. Alrighty, that is all the questions that I have for this session. So if you guys have any more you'd like me to ask, if you could submit them at the link in the description box. Otherwise, I will catch you guys next time. Have a good one.